Hello and welcome to This Week in Campbell Football. With head coach Mike Mincher, I'm Chris Haymeyer, and as always, we're powered by our friends at Dunn Benson Ford. Coach, your four-game win streak comes to an end in Indianapolis at Butler. Your takeaways from that game?
Well, you know what? I'm going to give a lot of credit to Butler, their staff, their players. They took the game, and they played a great football game. They executed at a high level. I felt like it was the best game they played all season long, which is what you want, is the next game to be the best game, and they did that. I thought they was mentally sharp. I thought the crowd gave them some energy, and they played like that from the start. And so, it was tough when you look at it. 80-plus plays for them, 50-something plays for us. I think we're going to have like 8 series. That's not enough for our offense. We got to be able to have our offense get more opportunities out there because they was moving the football. They had Block had a big day. But defensively, going against 2 different types of game plans because, you had one guy who come in there and throw the ball, and then you had another guy come in there, really was a running back playing quarterback, and now you got 11 guys you got to defend. And so, again, man, that was a tough game for us, and I think it was a great learning experience because when you want to be special, when you want to be great, you must come in every single day and get better, right? You can't coast, and that's what we talked about last week. But now they understand when I say don't coast, it's you're running downhill. You have to push yourself even more in those situations. And so, the guys have learned from it. 24-hour rule, we let it go. We move on and looked at the film and made the corrections because we got a great football team coming in with the triple option that is hard to prepare for in 5 days, and so in Jacksonville, and the guys are excited about that, and so we'll move forward and try to get this one this weekend.
You mentioned it, Coach. In his second game back, missing all those games because of injury, Aaron Blockman does it again, over 100 yards receiving, and he caught another touchdown pass.
Block is a matchup problem for anybody because he's a big physical guy, and he's a 4-4, and so that makes it tough. And I'm sure Daniel is excited to have him back, and it opens it up for everybody else too. And so, if they try to double him or put a lot of attention to him, we got other people that can hurt you. Josh Jones had a big reception in the first half to kind of get the offense going, to get that first touchdown, and it was good to see Darius Barnes get into the end zone right there. And again, I just thought that it was a day for Block that he continued to show who he is and the dominance that he has at the wide receiver position.
With 3 games left in this season, Coach, you are just 1 win away from tying Campbell's all-time season win record, 2 away from breaking it. And it starts with another tough game. You mentioned it. They run the triple option. They're one of the premier powers in this league. Jacksonville comes into town for homecoming this Saturday at 2.
Well, we just got to be very disciplined. When you're playing the offense like that, know your job, know your responsibility, keep your eyes on your responsibility, and perform it. And that's really what it comes down to the triple option, because they're gonna have answers to everything that you're doing. And we must be able to make adjustments as we go too. And if we're able to do that, we'll be fine on defense, but we have to. I mean, this is something where the corners is going to get tested outside because it's going to be one-on-one, and you got to be able to make plays out there. I think their quarterback do a great job of really running this offense and what they doing there in the triple option. I think they got about 4 or 5 different running backs that all look the same, but they can run the football and break tackles, do a great job of blocking. So this is going to be a tough outing for the defense. They got to come out and play really, really great sound football. And then offensively, they give you different looks. They give you a 30 down front, a 40 down front, but at the end of the day, it's going to be cover 4 in the back end, and we have to take some matchups and move the ball around. Just kind of take what the defense gives you, and that's what the offense is made up of, and so it's going to be a tough situation as they come here for homecoming, and we excited about that. So it's a big week for us to get back in the win column.
And you'll do it in front of these fantastic fans. The home crowd, again, Coach, we're averaging over a sellout here at Barker Lane Stadium, and it's going to be packed, and it'll be great to be back home.
Oh, definitely great to be back home. Been on the road for 2 weeks. As you know, that's a tough deal, man, when you've been gone that long. And so now it's good to come back to the fans and for homecoming and get our fans excited. And the seniors is getting down to their last few games of the season. So I know emotionally that has to be tough and them dealing with that. So, it's going to be good. I think the guys will be locked in and looking really forward to having a great game this weekend in front of this homecoming crowd.
Campbell 4-1 in conference now, just a game out of first place. They take on Jacksonville, 2 o'clock this Saturday here at Barker Lane Stadium. If you can't make it, we'll have video coverage for you on the Big South Network, also audio on 88.3 FM. For head coach Mike Minner, I'm Chris Sameyer saying so long, and we'll talk to you next week on This Week in Campbell Football.